All right, family. Just left a meeting with a chemist to come up with a formula. So I wanted to jump into design in this. So what should my website look like, and what should my e-commerce store look like, and what should the design, how should it be designed? Hold on one second. All right, so design. So I'm not a design person. Say that up front. Again, let me introduce myself. My name is Tyron Spear. Done about $2.4 million in e-commerce sales, and was in Marine Corps, Blackwater Security Group, and then jumped into Amazon, and from Amazon, selling my products primarily off of Shopify, using Facebook and YouTube traffic. All right, so design. What should my website look like? And I keep saying at this point, you still haven't spent any money yet. So this is great because you're still all in the planning phase. So what I would tell you to do, which is what I did at first, is the main things that, well, I'm gonna tell you what I just recently did, because I just recently launched another brand that's doing well. So what I did is I knew the type. So once you know the type of product that you're going to sell, and what I'm gonna start doing is I've been putting these videos. I just been recording content and just dropping them on YouTube. I haven't been doing any SEO or anything, but I'm gonna start putting the videos that I recently done down inside the bottom. So that way, if you're just watching this video and you haven't seen the other ones, you can just go to that content section and then just click on the link right there and go to the other video. So I made another video talking about how to pick out a product, or what should I sell, answering that question. So anyway, now that you know what you want to sell, what I would tell you to do is go to the retail stores that sell that particular product, or at least sell products in your niche, and look at the ones that's actually selling. You know, talk to the manager, ask for the best seller, just like you would do if you was normally about to buy something, or when you go out to a restaurant, you ask the waiter, like, you know, what's on the menu that's great. So you're pretty much going to do the same thing. Ask somebody that works in that department, hey, which one of these is a hot seller, and so on and so forth. And then look at how it's designed, how everything's labeled. Go to their website, check out their website, and see how their website is designed and how it's labeled. And this is going to give you the overall design for the actual website, for your actual website. So you can look at that design and you can say, okay, and then you can, you know, go to several stores. So if there's like a what is Marcus Lemonis's Camping World or something like that, so you can go to Camping World. In my mind, I just thought about the fishing, because I've been kind of running with this whole fishing narrative, and I'm not in the fishing niche. So let's just say you went to Walmart or wherever you went to, you found this camping, you found some camping tools, or whatever it may be, whatever it is. If you're in the beauty niche, then you go to Sephora. That's what I did. I went to Sephora and I looked around in there, because I know Sephora is more high end, and I know I wanted to sell a product that was over $40. So I went to Sephora and I looked at some of the designs from there. So depending on what your niche is, try to look at the highest. I always try to go to the most expensive market and pull inspiration from there for overall design. That's what I did. My first store, I didn't do that. Design wasn't even in my mind at all. So I'm gonna get into that, because there's levels to this whole design thing. So you have just the aesthetics of design, and then from there you start getting into so you have just the aesthetics of design, like what we see, the visuals, the colors, and all type of stuff like that. And then you have another level, which is like UX UI, like how the design affects you. There's psychology that's embedded into, and UX and UI stands for user experience, UX, and UI is a user interface. So the UX UI, how things move when you're scrolling up and down, and how accessible things are on the landing page. You have mobile design, and so you have mobile design and you have desktop design. So you keep hearing people say, well, make sure your website is mobile friendly. So you maybe install a widget or something, and then boom, your website is mobile friendly. But when you're actually working with a designer, where do you go to find a designer? You go to Upwork. But before you go to Upwork, do the work that I'm telling you to do right now. So that way, when you sit down with the designer And there are different designers, so we'll get into that too. So first, before you sit down with the designer, you want to do the work that I'm telling you to do now. So you know the product that you want. So go to high-end stores that carry that product and look for the most expensive brands. But also ask the owner which one of these are hot sellers, and then go to those websites and then start making a folder and start putting all of those, the design of those websites in that folder. And the one that really jumps out to you, you talk to the person that's in charge of that department, and you've asked them which one is really selling. That's the one that you pretty much want to go with. You know, it feels good to you, and this is the one that's actually selling. Especially if you go to like several different department stores, which would be great. So go to several different department stores and ask them about the high-end ones, and then also ask them about the ones that are selling the most, and then use that data, use that information to say, okay, because this one is selling the most across multiple different stores. If you want to pick up the phone, call stores. I like going out and actually looking at them. So if it's the same thing, if it's a beauty product and it's Sephora or wherever you plan on going, go to multiple different Sephoras in multiple different areas and ask them which ones is actually selling. Look at the design, look at the websites, take pictures with your cell phone, and then just start adding all these things to a Google folder. So this is just overall design. So now that you have this, now that you have all of this stuff, now you can go and start talking to a designer and telling the designer, like, I like this font. Font is what people call taxonomy. So there's psychology to taxonomy as well as psychology to font. So when you start getting to font and taxonomy, the designer is going to ask you too, what type of fonts do you like? You know, how do you want your icons? And so all of these little things that you probably never even thought about, he's going to be asking you these things. Well, guess what? You don't have to be a genius, because you've already went to these websites and saw, okay, I like this, I like that, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. I got 3 minutes left. So UX UI, so let me jump down to UX. So I think we're clear on that. So now you have the overall look and feel of your website, because you went around and you've seen what's popping in these stores, and now you know, okay, boom, I'm gonna pull from this one, I'm gonna pull the aesthetics from this one, when I'm on mobile, I like how this one feels, it's clean, you know, you can find everything with your thumb, yada yada yada. That's that user interface, working that thumb. All right, so you like how this website flows, and that's going to be more so on the web developer side of the house, but a great designer can do great things with that too, and make sure that, because you want to start off with the web design first, and then you'll get into you want to start out with web design, and then you get into web development. So the designer. So you have UX UI. Just went over what UX UI is. UX is user experience, kind of sort of the look and feel of the website, and then user interface. I should say the look of the website. User experience is the look, and then user interface is the feel of the website, how it functions and how it moves around. So the next level of design that we have will be direct response design. So you're looking for it. So now this is the actual product page. So now the product page. So now you can look at different products. You can't just find direct response design just out there in the wild. But a good place to go to draw inspiration is ClickBank. So some of you guys that are probably in the affiliate space, maybe you've heard of ClickBank, but you can go to ClickBank and look for several different products in your particular niche. In the area that, the beauty product, whether it's fishing product, whatever it is, you can kind of look there. And there's something on ClickBank called gravity. So you want the highest gravity you can get. And if you can also work in things that people are buying over and over again, what we call either on a subscription or continuity. So continuity products or reusable products work the best instead of just one-off products. So even if you're selling a one-off product, going down a different rabbit hole. So even if you sell a one-off product, you want to make sure you have something that people are going to be replenishing. So if you're in the fishing niche, because I'm still over in the fishing world, if you're in the fishing niche, then people probably have to replenish the line. Maybe they have to replenish the line, or maybe that, outside of just, first thing that came to my mind was bait. People always need bait. So maybe you want to have that on your website as well. All right, 15 seconds. So direct response design. To find direct response design, go to ClickBank. Pull those things, put those things into a folder, go back to Upwork, find you a direct response designer on Upwork. And now that it takes care of your overall design, going out into the world, Sephora, other Camping World places, finding great products, that takes care of the overall design of your website. And then the product pages is now more direct response design, and that's going to be on places like ClickBank. All right, it's been 10-minute talks with Ty. Yep, 10 minutes. 10-minute talks with Ty, and I'll catch you on the next video. The next video I'm going to talk to you about, I can't even think of what it is that I'm going to talk to you about, but I'll talk to you about it in the next video. All right, peace.